evening and welcome to number 2 in a series of 5 shows that we have planned for your entertainment and dining pleasure. And in this next show, we intend to have a lot of fun because what we're going to be doing is 100% spontaneously improvised.
There's no script tonight. We'll get the ideas from you and we'll build off of those to make a show.
In fact, many times during the show, we're going to be coming to you and asking you for suggestions, so shout them out loud and clear. Don't be bashful. If you're in the back, shout them up here. The first one that we hear
is the one that we're going to take. So let's do a practice one, all right? How about an emotion from somebody? Anger.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We'll be doing that throughout, as you've heard. But we'll want ranges. In fact, we might want something quite serious at some point. We might ask
for a relationship or a problem that might come up in a modern relationship between two people.
Assuming that you've had them.
Yeah, or that you're modern.
And of course, you'll want to yell one out. For instance,
Money. Running.
And money.
Money and divorce.
Money.
My problem is
As you can tell, we haven't even planned this part of the show. We're just speaking anytime we feel like it.
And interrupting each other in order to continue letting you know about what you can expect to see tonight.
In fact, the whole show is spontaneous. It's never been done before, and it'll never be done again.
So sit back, relax,
Enjoy yourself.
because we're
the Flash Family! And so to start us off, we are going to take a look at something that is fairly universal in its effect on mankind that we experience as maybe a problem, maybe annoyance, but it kind of comes around for all kinds of people. What would that be?
garbage
For example, traffic, is that what I heard? I heard traffic first. So let's take a look at different levels of traffic.
And this new office space we've got is
that my space over there?
Are you third vice president or second vice president?
You were going 65, man.
Oh, gosh, my speedometer must be broken. No, we said 35.
I'm sorry, it was 65, and all these other cars were going 55. That's how I know.
Hang on, honey. It's only 5 more miles to the hospital.
God, I can't believe they're back. I really love this group, didn't you?
They were great.
Some of my favorite
They're
songs.
so old looking though now, you know? Yeah, that's good.
Oh, look, it's one of those road counters. Beep.
I think my turn off over there.
All right, this is my diorama of our city. And here's Main Street right down here. And you get this car, this truck, you can have this oil tanker, you can have this dumpster, and I'll take these 8, and we have 5 minutes to get from here to the other side. Ready? Go.
I call it the transatlantic bridge. It will only take us 5 days to drive from New York to Paris.
I'm sorry, buddy. My friend's coming with the... You can't have this space. He's coming.
Lane number 2. You want to go left? Go left. Lane 3 right. Come on.
I'm sorry, Rosalie. I can't come to your party because you have one-way streets going both directions.
Maybe I could get them changed. I have a friend downtown.
Move out of work.
The problem with the light on Franklin is that it stops 4.5 seconds before the light on Van Ness lets out.
Buddy,
So
I've heard that.
crashing and
I've heard
breaking
that a
and
million
knocking down.
times. That's your best excuse?
And the Chinese youth gang also came.
One thing I really hate when I'm in traffic are these guys on motorcycles. You're sitting there for 20 minutes on the Bay Bridge, and they're going,
But, Mimi, you know, that used to really annoy me, and then I got a ticket one time, and they said in traffic school, that's legal.
legal?
That
Hey, let another bike messenger go.
All right, another suggestion. Children. Okay. How's that? No category, we've got a suggestion. All right. Children, let's take children then. And also I would like, there's a real subjective issue around what is garbage and what isn't. And the garage sales are based on that concept. So what is something that you recently picked up or purchased that someone else had thrown out?
Children.
And one more thing. What was that? Bookshelf. Bookshelf. So we have children and bookshelf. Thank you very much.
Ooh, you're always holding my hand, Randy. I knew Mom shouldn't have had another kid. I hate having a baby brother. Randy! Look, Randy. Here, I'll read you a book. Randy, if you stop holding my hair, I'll read you a book.
What's wrong with Randy?
Daddy!
Was that Randy?
Yes! He's bothering me again!
Well, take care of him, please. You know it's your hour.
Come here. Was a beautiful girl, and her mother had a new baby. And this girl didn't like this baby because she used to be the only one.
Oh, hi, dear. Hi, Randy.
That's a big book, Daddy.
Yeah, it's the new encyclopedia set we just got. You're doing a great job. Be careful, though. Don't let anything fall on it, please.
And this girl always had to take care of her baby brother, and she didn't want to because he was always hanging on her and putting his gunky hands in her hair. And she would go to work with stuff all over her clothes. And she didn't look clean anymore because she had stuff from the baby's mouth on her clothes. Randy! Put it back!
Julie, is that Randy again?
No, Daddy, it's the TV! Randy, if I sit down and you can sit on my lap and I'll sing you a song, will you be quiet? Randy, sit down. I love my baby brother. My baby brother loves me.
feel grown up again. It's all of a sudden. For this next scene, what we need from you is a situation or a relationship between two people where you might not feel free to express exactly what's on your mind. First date, I heard first. First date, thank you.
So I did remember the tickets.
Good.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice to plan ahead, you know, and so that nothing terrible happens. And, you know, 'cause I think you're the kind of person that wants to have a good time.
Oh, I do. I like to have a good time most of the time.
Yeah, I heard that.
However, I'm very picky about what a good time means.
Frankie told me when he gave you my number that you did enjoy a panorama.
God, how stupid. Why am I mentioning other guys? Oh, I could have told her I got it off the wall or something. Oh, God.
Well, I do do a lot of stuff. You know, I collect stamps. And I heard that you have some interesting hobbies too.
Rumor has it.
Well, yes, I do. I collect Civil War memorabilia. I have some hardtack in my bedroom. That's 1962.
What about the collection of the unusual devices that Emily told me about?
I heard that that you like to wear leather.
Right, here's a lead-in. Go for it.
Yes, I do. How did you know that?
Well, that's what my cousin told me. She said you had such nice clothes and like you had a leather jacket and leather pants and a little leather hat and so on.
Yeah, the little hat, leather hat comes from when I played Pinocchio in grade school.
The leather tie. The leather tie.
Tell her which head it fits on.
Would you like another orangeade? I think I can get another one before the curtain goes up.
Do they have anything stronger here?
There you go. Come on. Jump on it. Get it.
Bottles and
Keep
James. I have half a Bottles and James out in the Mazda. I can get one. I had one on the way over, and
What does this mean?
I didn't want to have anything on my breath at the time. Would you like a Tic Tac or a Sen Sen?
This is great.
What, do you deal in pairs all the time? What is this? Come on.
I don't think so. I don't eat sugar anymore. I gave it up a couple of years ago. I felt it wasn't good for my karma to eat sugar, and my aura was all wavy. Nice place. I like the wallpaper. Good view.
I feel we've gotten to know each other sufficiently.
Sufficiently for what?
Why don't you nibble on your nails?
Maybe we could just forget the theater. Just a
Well,
suggestion.
Forget the theater, and what would we do though? Okay, there's your opening.
Well, we could go to my place and look at hardtack.
Suggestive? Not very smart, but suggestive.
Wait a minute, I know what he's saying here. I can counter this. All right, I can talk in code.
It's happening behind those eyes. She
And
sees.
you could show me your leather jacket.
Yes, I could. And my little leather hat. And all my different flavors of saddle soap.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes. And And
Mention the whip.
I could show you. I just happen to have some nice stamps in my purse.
That's funny. I have some letters to mail. That's wonderful.
What a coincidence.
And they said we wouldn't get along.
Oh.
No, they didn't say that. They didn't say that.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
Think positive, boy. You had her for a minute. You had her.
Well, why don't I go out and do you have anything to take care of before we leave?
Yes. I have this migraine headache that's starting back here, in the back of my neck.
So I could go and
Moving
clean out
up
the.
to my head.
I could clean out the front seat of the Mazda.
Help! Help!
He's got nice hands. Maybe I can get him to rub this for you. Well,
Do you think I sort of have this headache?
Come on.
Do you think you could just sort of rub my temples
come on.
for a minute?
Come on.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Nice
Oh.
eyes. Nice eyes.
Oh,
Look at her. Look at her.
Cute smile.
Smile.
you have wonderful hands.
Thank you. Thank you. So do you.
Thank you. They are nice, aren't
We have something in common.
Where's that little bump on it?
What is he looking at?
Get your eyes bad?
they? I was just admiring your teeth.
No! You don't open your mouth!
You like it? $1,500 right
If
here.
it's only a freckle.
$1,500?
No. Compliment her. Please.
Um,
Jump back in. Get back in the stream.
You have a very straight spine. Your posture is just tremendous. Can I watch you stand?
You noticed.
That's wonderful. I couldn't tell you were sitting there.
Well, I just had all my chakras done.
He's subtle. I think I could like this guy. He's subtle.
So, what do you say?
How about the play and then your place?
Nice skin.
Fran.
Sure.
Nice hair.
I mean, it's supposed to be really good. It's about this
Starch.
this guy who goes into the underworld by mistake, and he meets with the devil and
Nice
Marilyn
style.
Monroe.
Wait a minute. Let me check my ticket. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's in, yeah. Check Ruby in Hell. Yeah. All right. Well, I'd love to go in with you, and then we can talk some more. Not during the play, because I hate people that do that. You don't do that.
We can talk at intermission.
And maybe we could not talk, too. We could do a little not talking.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Okay. I think we're liking each other.
Oh, well, so far, so good.
So good.
Okay. After you. Okay. We're feel like a police sketch artist. You know what? Okay, I'm going to try to get all of you here. What this is for is we're going to do something we've never done before, and I don't even know if it's possible. But we're going to ask Jim Lilie, who is a song master, to perform a song for you, but in a specific way. We're going to ask you to give us the first line of his song and the last line of his song. And he will somehow magically meld the two together. Or go up in flames trying, one or the other. So we'll give him the first line, and I will write the last line down. So he will hear the first line and go right into it. And the second line you will give me. So can we have Jim out here? Okay, so real quickly, we need a first line and a last line.
Far away can be so near.
Did you hear that, sir?
I got that.
Okay, and the last line?
Doo-wop, doo-wop.
Can we have something more specific?
Make it
'Cause
really
I
easy.
can put that on the end of any song. No, seriously.
And he will.
With 6 you get egg roll.
With 6, you get egg roll. Oh, God.
I know this song. Phil Collins wrote this.
Several times.
When he finished writing it, Lionel Richie wrote it. Those guys.
But he got the credit for it. Okay, I feel like Kreskin here. I feel
Give me a spoon.
dog near power lines.
What was the first line again? some air.
And with 6 you get egg roll. And I'll leave Jim.
Put that where I can see it.
To his own devices. See you later.
Far away can be so near. As we watch the clock, it becomes clear. We know that we have to go, and then we have to shorten the distance between us, because so we can get closer, dear. I knew I would always love you and you and you. And I knew, yes I knew, I could always be true to all of you. But I came to a point in my life where 3 women were just giving me too damn much strife, and I knew I had to get more women into my life. I needed relationships just like I needed some food. I knew they would be so wonderful and they'd both taste good. I knew that ladies would help me end this inner strife. I knew they would enrich my soulful life. I knew if I could only get a few more that I could open up the soul door to the future within me. And then I knew if I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with 6 you get egg roll.
To let our 6th improviser, Dan Reich here, who's our one-man orchestra, we're going to let him start some scenes for us. We have no idea what he's going to play, neither does he at this point, and we'll just get our ideas from what kind of music we hear. Take it away.
Professor. We aren't going to be able to stand this much longer. Bring it down, man! Bring it down!
I can't get away from it.
I don't know if we can hold it.
I can't. I peed my pants already. The universe. Oh, thank you. My brow is being mopped. You know, when we decided to dedicate our lives to peace, I didn't know it would be such a full-time job.
Wait, it looks like Algiers has got some activity. Good job. Leveling off. Leveling off.
Good.
Give it a little body ring. Good. Okay, down. Wait, Iraq's going up again. Algeria at the same time. We've got 2 of them. It's a pulsing over in the Soviet Union. Nothing dangerous yet. It's just pulsing. Keep an eye on it.
My score is so high, I don't know. You'd think I would get the Nobel Peace Prize for having over 23 trillion points.
Okay. Wait a minute. Something's going on in Africa.
Sudden death overtime.
And how did you do?
Very well.
And Mr. Johnson, will he be safe now?
Yes.
Oh, good. And his child is back at home?
Back at upstairs.
Oh. Excellent. There's another difficult task if you're up to it.
Oh, God.
Oh, good. Radiation poisoning has happened throughout all of Russia. And many soul is feeling sad and down. If you could go down and comfort but a few.
Well, I can handle 48. 48? But I have a cold then. That leaves me with 3
Kind of a gal who could filter-tip cigarette at 30 paces. When she came into my office, I saw the windows begin to expand. A putty fell out of the little poser in the bathroom. She radiated heat wherever she went, and I knew heat was spelled T-R-O-U-B-L-E.
I knew he was the kind of man who would stand there snapping his fingers, acting cool while all of his radiators were at burst. I knew that anyone with a problem, especially a dame, could catch his eye and challenge his mind.
She walked around the office like she owned it. She spilled ashes in places that I didn't even know I had. That woman had a cigarette longer than the dictionary. And she had heels higher than the Empire State Building. The dress almost covered her. The diamonds definitely did. She was a tough but rich broad.
The dust was so thick in his office, I could have written the Gettysburg Address in it. I remembered it. But a woman like me doesn't need to concern herself with words. Just action.
The curls tumbled off her head like Niagara Falls, but she had a heart like Mount Rushmore.
Damn it, whenever I'm not here, it just goes through my mind like crazy. I get back to the typewriter, and I can't think of a thing.
Ay, segura! ¡Subiani!
Next, son!
Mademoiselle, I've never been on this route before.
I know. Monsieur, this way. We stand here. You can look out and see the French Alps.
The countryside is so bleak, mademoiselle.
This is not beautiful. This is what Cézanne painted.
It's so cold and so sad.
Excuse me, Madame and Monsieur. Are you familiar with the train to Bremerhaven?
Yes, I know.
The night coach?
In fact, we are taking it once we get to Arles. Oh, wonderful.
Mademoiselle, they are Teutonic.
So, perhaps we have met before, no?
I do not know. It's my first time on this train. I probably don't think I've ever seen your monocle with the brass rim before.
Excuse me, so this is Jean-Pierre, and I am
Jean-Pierre Aloof.
I am Lynette.
Gesundheit.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Merci.
Bonjour, madame.
And you are?
I am Mademoiselle in your language. Guten Frau.
Wow.
More than they let on.
I seem to remember it's the Glutenfrau Dairy and WW2 was good. Oh, turkey hurts.
You fool. That's the code well.
I was afraid of this.
It is as we expected.
Yes. So perhaps it is fitting we meet in the hallway.
I think so, monsieur.
So maybe we must be moving. And when we do, you will make a donation to my pocket, yes?
But
Yes.
but of course,
Yeah,
monsieur,
do
I
it.
help with
No one is looking, the Alps never speak.
The pocket is tight, but the moon is high.
And as I am going this way, you have the microphone. Oui,
Don't
it
say
is.
that, say the cheese is runny.
The runny cheese in my hollow molar, monsieur.
The runny cheese is in her waistband already.
What's the all the weather,
Chantez all the weather.
all the weather,
Our work is done.
Listen, the Alps are silent as always.
And the condors are extinct.
One shoe is red. All the weather, chantez all the Jane, how droll of the Count to wear that fuchsia chapeau to the ball. I thought I would die, frankly, he's so gauche.
No, my love. You must remember your inheritance is at stake.
God, I must keep the gold in the forefront of my mind, not to be laughing at that silly buffoon. Really, he's such a foppish popinjay.
And of course, if you pledge more than $100, we will not take another pledge break this entire summer. So you'll not be forced to see this episode one more time. Give to us $100, we'll send you a t-shirt with nothing on it. How fitting that we've reached such a cultural miasma, because what we're going to do now is expose ourselves in another direction, which is we're going to bring out three of the world's most unknown poets, and they've never made a public appearance before, so you are indeed privileged to see their homecoming, whatever. So. Each of them has written a poem that has no title, so we're going to ask you to present that poem, and they will recite it for the first and probably only time, unless any of you have recording devices. You were checked at the door. Okay, so may we have our three poets up. Ladies and gentlemen, the poets of the hour. So, we have three poets with three entirely different styles and different points of view. So, could I have the title of the first poem of the evening?
Flagellation.
Flagellation. One word, very succinct. Okay. And for our first poet this evening, we have Amy Nazerman from the East Bay, and she's going to recite her nouvelle poem, Flagellation.
Strippin', whippin', honey, dip me, baby, in my eye of love. Put the leather on my couch, ouch, I love it. Give me love, love, wits from above. Flagellate me with your love, I love it. Black and tan and little red, running down my legs in bed. Flagellate me, honey child, make me happy, make me wild.
Upcoming book of neo-feminist poetry. You're too late. And next we have Morris Ankrum here to do his poem entitled
Automation.
Elevation?
Automation.
Automation. Boy, we're just really punchy with the titles.
I'd like to read to you tonight from the translated works of the Greek philosopher Keck. Grape leaves grow side by side in a neat, orderly row. As sun shines down upon them and creates the green gem. Like fruit collecting in the sun of life, we too avoid strife. By gathering together and working to and fro, together we push and pull. It is not that we are not, or is, or not, or be. This is a translation, please. But by hooking arms and pulling forth, we add and become four. And such interlinked arms gain strength, and on they go and form a jinx. For when you trip at front, at back you fall. Animation, that's all.
Purity Campanella, who came all the way from where were we? Syracuse. And she would like to present her poem, a world premiere. Thank
Bringing
you.
heaven down to earth.
Bringing what?
Bringing heaven down to earth.
Bringing heaven down to earth. Okay, this could be elevated.
Thank you all.
The night sky bright, behold my face, there is a light, a small pinpoint of hope hanging out there. Feeling like a dope, I realize it's the stars. But what beyond the stars is there for me to look and care about? Why, mankind has highs and lows, as does the earth and sky above. Who am I to question love when it looks me in the face? And they're not a disgrace, but instead small points of light reading out in the sky of night the words heaven. Bringing heaven down to earth is my goal. It's the course I follow when I dare look my goals into the eyes and face myself in the mirror of the morning and question not any longer. Is there love? Is there hate? Of course, we know all that. Do not abate yourself or wait a moment longer, but know that it is mankind's hope. We're not a dope, we have intelligence, we can bring presents to each other, and we in fact are the ones who bring heaven down to earth.
Amen.
Before we have one rousing smattering of applause for our poets, I would like to notify you that if you wish a copy of any of these poems, just look under your windshield wiper as you leave. I want the dry cleaning announcement. So we have a rousing smatter of applause for our wonderful poets for the evening.
Wasn't that cultural? Or close culture. Could I have a suggestion of a location that two people might...
Pet shop.
A pet shop, thank you.
That's right.
And may I have an activity that we might be required to do on a Saturday? Clean up. Thank you.
Ollie, want a toenail clipping?
You're going to warp that bird's mind. You got to stop that. This chinchilla's just in nervous sweat because you put that rubber mouse in its
Listen.
cage.
Listen, Morris, I have to tell you, I'm fed up with the business. I want to sell my house.
3 months is too long. I think we should have come out here earlier because we let this get out of hand. If you don't come out and do a little bit of tidying up earlier on, it's going to be like this every time.
Listen, I told you I don't want a home away from home. I don't like house cleaning at home. This was your idea.
The dirt was my idea.
No.
You're putting that back on me, aren't you?
No.
You know, first we were in the gas station and you had to get out of that. Next it was that cookie place that we had and we did so well there and you had to quit that too. What the hell is it with you? You're running away all the time.
Well, it's because of the breakup. I mean, when your marriage broke up, I couldn't handle it. I had like my own.
Oh, so by myself I don't have an identity then. You can't relate to me as an individual, is that what you're saying?
This is not the same, Morris.
A vacation home is not my idea of a good time. I'd rather rent from someone else and let them have the bother.
Well, fine, but that's not the situation. Let's be realistic. Is that what we're in right now? We own this thing, okay? Deal with it.
I
I
meant
don't
to
like
tell
coming
you,
up to the mountains either.
I put it up for sale.
What?
I put it in the...
Well, you better start cleaning a little quicker then, huh?
Next weekend. We have all week. This is our vacation. We can spend it having a good time cleaning up so we can sell this lemon.
This is the last weekend
That's right.
to ourselves.
Well, here.
Maybe cleaning's not the best way to use that. With that in mind. Maybe it is, huh?
What did the doctor say? What did the doctor say?
Oh,
Okay, he said 3 weeks. No physical activity for 3 weeks. But what are we doing here? I mean, I'm stretching forward. I'm moving like I'm reaching.
That isn't what he meant. Come on, hon. Take care of yourself. That's another reason I want to get rid of this. All your life you've had people giving you projects like this, and you take them. And you just work yourself to the bone.
Yeah, but most of them come from you. Have you noticed that? It's not like
This one didn't.
You know, we've been friends for 22 years, and I can't believe that you were more attracted or seemed to be happier with Gladys when she was in my life than you were with me. I always thought we were best friends.
We are, but you're more fun when she's around. It's just a fact.
If it's with me, then it's, oh, sure, fine, I'll clean it up later. If it isn't Gladys, it's the parrot. I've always got to have a pet, or are you not happy with me? I guess, you know.
No, I don't know, it's just not the same around here. That old joie de vivre, you know? And when she ran off, it was just really sad.
Yeah, all the pets could sleep that night. Screaming, it was a madhouse in here. They were all so nervous. The sweat. I changed newspapers 4 times a day. They were just going crazy. It was a harpy. I don't know how you could.
What is that? That's a ring, and it's not mine. It's ruby. That's not my birthstone.
No, it's not.
What woman has been up here? I mean, we cleaned this place thoroughly 2 weeks ago.
Well,
There wasn't a thing in sight.
you're right. I don't know how that could have got here.
You have that tone in your voice.
What really upset me was when she ran off with that guy.
Oh, I don't want to know. Donnie Dorf, please.
The guy with the mountain cabin.
I always know when you're using that tone which says I'm not telling the truth. And we've been together entirely too long.
Oh? Which tone's that?
That one.
I thought there's always something weird about him. I thought he was married or gay or both or something. He had a secret.
He's a sicko. He's a sicko guy.
Honey, come on.
It's my ring.
Well, I got to tell you, once when he was in here, he dropped his wallet and I picked it up, and I just sort of, it flipped open, you know, just by accident, and there were like 7 different wedding pictures. I thought maybe he was a photographer or something, but he was in all these pictures of all different ladies in white dresses. I don't know what the hell is going on with that.
That explains the disease you have, doesn't it? You've been fooling around again.
It was a secret. Let's change your birthday.
You promised me I'd be your last wife.
You know, what really hurt me was when she ran off and took that ruby ring that I gave her.
I said you'd be the last woman I married. There's a difference.
That's true.
I know she was your wife, but that was our friendship present. I think even if she left you, she could have returned it to me, you know?
You gave the ring.
That was that ring that your mother gave you, too.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember that with the engraving in the inside.
Yeah.
That's so sad, but that's just like her.
I don't want to share you anymore. What was her name?
Ruby.
It says Gladys inside the ring.
Gladys. That was it. It was Gladys.
You can't even keep it straight, can you? I didn't mean that. And I said that.
There you go. You're putting the problems on me again.
Oh, this is my problem? Wait, let me see. I can figure this out. I can figure out why this is my problem. Let's see. I'm no good in bed. I don't like house cleaning. You don't like my mother anyway. Besides, I brought that stupid chihuahua into our relationship that you don't like.
I really miss her. I hope you do.
Are you kidding?
Let's put it back down.
For the first time in my life, I can sleep at night.
Walk out of here. Not clean anymore. And in a week it'll be sold. And then it's their problem.
Okay.
I think screw her, you know, let her drive him crazy the way she drove me crazy. Then she gets into this harpy shit of taking on all the guilt and these dumb excuses and screaming in the night and all that shit, and he'll never satisfy her. God knows the Jolly Green Giant couldn't. She's born to bitch, you know? She's a wild woman and she's crazy and she's better off. And these pets, it's like when an earthquake is coming, you know how animals get so nervous? same thing when she'd walk in the shop, and she's going, and they're happy, and I'm happy. So forget it. I'll buy you another ring.
I'm not real happy. Can we make me happy this time?
Yeah, let's go get you an emerald.
Good. I want to be happy.
You deserve to be happy, certainly, by all means.
I'm closing up.
I think there's some mites in this chinchilla's mouth, is what I think the problem is.
Well, you bought it and take care of it.
Any flossing? Just a little bit.
Give me a W!
W!
Give me an H!
H!
Give me an A!
A!
A T! An S! An N! E! X! T! What's that spell?
What's that?
Getting pushy out here now. Often in life, you find that you're not perfectly equal, at least in the other person's mind, with people that you interact. Sometimes your boss is quite superior, at least in their mind. And I suppose there have even been those situations when your boss wasn't quite superior, and you find yourself playing life on this varying scale of power level. Well, we're going to take a look at that tonight, because in the next scene, the two players are going to vary their power level throughout. And that'll happen by having their power levels 1 through 10, 10 being the highest, called for them downstage by other players. Can we have those players, in fact? Doug will be calling for Jim and Sue for Mimi. But what we're going to need to do now is set them in a location. Give me a location that obviously two individuals will interact, and perhaps in a non-work-like situation.
Baseball park.
I heard Hawaii, I think, first.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Can we narrow it down a little?
Funeral parlor.
Funeral parlor in Hawaii. A festive occasion.
I think they could play something more dirge-like.
We have to talk to the new organist, honey, I know.
Well, I'm waiting for Donnie and Marie to come by on a catamaran or something.
What do you think of this color rouge?
2.
God, I don't know. It's just kind of pale, and it's.
Well,
I
dead
don't
people
think
are
I like-
pale.
I don't think I like it because I don't. Well, whatever you think.
Oh, you're so wimpy.
6.
Maybe if you kind of spread it around just a bit more, just maybe made the face, give it a bit more life. You know, it's just
9.
put it over there. Put it over there.
Pale.
It'll take a week and a minute to start to smell, for Christ's sake. We'll have to bring the pineapples in here to counteract the odor. Put some. Now it looks like an Indian war paint.
I'm tired of you telling me how to make up these stiffs.
Well,
Higher than Mimi.
well, I don't give a shit if you're tired of it. Do it right, and I will stop telling you.
Jim, I'm the one who went to cosmology school.
Yeah, for living people, they come in and they have expressions. These are like drugs. They don't make them look like they're alive.
These are just like living people. 5.
They're similar to living people, but they're not alive, you dork.
I want to make them look like
I
living
know, and you're doing such a good job, but if you could
4.
just maybe a little bit. Oh, that's perfect. That's really good. That's quite
You like the
nice.
hair fanned out on the
The
pillow?
hair looks really nice.
2.
Maybe if you could just kind of push it back on the pillow, just to.
Oh, yeah, I'll put my
1.
Okay. Oh, that's so great. It's so good. I don't know. I just could study it at your feet. I just words escape me. I just. Oh, the master. I just.
Lower than Jim.
It's.
Oh, I don't know.
No, you're
Honey, you
perfect.
have to tell
Lower
me.
than Mimi.
No,
I don't know if
you're
this is
perfect.
right.
Really, you're the god of cosmetology for them.
My darling, my darling, my darling.
Really,
I think it's perfect like that.
you're right. It's great. It is absolutely. It's,
5.
it looks like it was done by sort of an Italian master. You know,
Yes, it
you've got a real
does.
touch.
That's a Da Vinci body, I would say.
I want to just touch up the mole a little bit. Can I
Nine.
do the mole? I'm going to do the mole. Huh?
7.
Black marker. What do you think of that? Look at that. Looks
I
like.
don't know. I think
Let me
that's
just put a little bit of
I
on
think
that hair
that's
coming out
eight.
now.
That's enough. Really, really, honey,
I think that looks quite.
9.
4.
I wish you wouldn't mess with him.
I'm
I have
so-
spent all morning working on him. 3.
What can I do?
10.
It's the way he looked in real life, and I think people should know that mole and hair like an antenna.
You're always right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right.
Some black marker on the antenna. Now that sucker is standing
You
up.
are fired.
0.
Get out. I'm running this business by myself.
And much better without me.
Well, enough sentimentality. I think it's time to do something. Oh God, what are we gonna do? No, how many people been to a Broadway show or an off-Broadway show or a never get to Broadway show? Very good. All right. You have season's tickets too. Well, if you go to Broadway shows or even a review, a cabaret like they have at the Hotel New York or whatever. There's lots of reviews that have lots of songs from great composers, and all these songs tend to be, you know, like showstoppers. Like I Gotta Be Me, and I Do It My Way, and I Am What I Am, and Don't Touch Me, and all those kind of songs. And we thought there's certain songs that are great no matter what they say. They just sound great, and so we'd like to create one of those songs for you this evening. So we're going to ask for a suggestion and begin our song.
What's something that might come up in a relationship that seems so important, but when you really look at it, it's very trivial?
Snoring.
Snoring, I heard. Thank you. Ready for bed. I put my nightgown on.
Not a moment too soon. I've got my nightshade on.
I reach over to the table.
Where she keeps her bridge and her deck of cards
And my earplugs.
and her lip balm.
And other things that I wouldn't mention.
Thank goodness. It's time to go to sleep.
Put on your nightshade.
I tried to sleep the whole night through.
He dreams of me. I dream of you.
And the time comes when I'm almost there.
He's almost there.
But you know what happens? She starts snoring like a Swedish lumberjack.
He is joking. He's the one. He keeps me out.
I never keep you up. You're snoring like a mole filling a tunnel under the Atlantic.
You don't snore.
I don't snore.
You grunt. You moan.
You grind your teeth and boogers come out of
really thirsty. It's been a lot of work also. So we're going to take a 10-minute break now. And please feel free to go cool off and come back in 10 minutes for the second half, which will be still different. See you in 10.
Thank you. Oh, much better. Welcome to the Pepper Mountain Lounge. And Dan Reich on keyboards. And he will be remaining with us till the end of the show, so I want to allay any rumors that you might have heard. So we've been backstage sticking our tongues in the electric sockets just to keep ourselves warmed up. But just to make sure that we are warmed up, we'd like to do our favorite second half warm-up piece. And what I'd like you to do is stick your hands in your pockets or your prayer rugs or your bags or whatever you brought with you and fish for an actual object that can be seen by the human eye that is somewhat unusual. You may...
Honey, really, it'll make you stand up stiff as a board.
Down, Jumbo! Down, Jumbo!
Mac was here.
Damn flies.
No, I'm sure insurance will cover this.
And King Kong went up to the Empire State Building. He said, "Throw me an airplane! Throw me an airplane!"
To life, to love, to you.
Phrase. How do we keep that wonderful shine on our produce and vegetables here at Safeway?
Let's see. Happy birthday, Billy. Wish I could get the damn celebration over.
Come here, Watson. I need you.
Yes, Lady Faversham, I'm really enjoying the concert. It's really great.
Then you place the unfolded sheath over the offending member.
New from Ronco, Fido Bow Wow Odor Off. Fido have a little funk under his front, put a little bit of spray in there. He smells like a...
Honey, look, it is a bear.
Oh, God, I'm not going out there. I'm not looking. He's got our food up in the tree. Look, he's eating my Fruit Loops. You son of a bitch, get away!
So how long are you going to stay in Honduras?
I don't know how long you're going to stay in Honduras. Thank you so much. It means when a fellow performer... Can you pass this back? Give it to a friend. Can anybody identify the piece of music that Dan was just playing while we played for them? Could you play just a little bit of that for a second? Does anybody know what what that is? It's because Moses wrote that. That's been in everything forever. Every TV show before 1950 had that on it, really. It's one of those magic tunes. But enough about that. Next piece, what we're going to be looking for is, this is a piece that we call Life. And what we look for is a very broad suggestion because we'll be taking a number of looks at the suggestion. In the past we've had, literally we've had life, we've had reality, we've had death. What's another broad concept that we can deal with?
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction, I heard first. Now Flash Family will take a look at tonight's life theme, which is satisfaction.
Should I lie or should I tell the truth? What do I want?
In a job, what do you want?
High pay. Short hours. Challenged, to have my skills.
They're still pretty hot here. Grab one!
You're right, they're very hot.
Yes, they were. Well, you're doing very well.
Thank you.
A lot of money. You're going to put that on there?
I think it shows demonstrates self-esteem.
Couldn't you just check one of the boxes? You know, I mean,
No, this
70 to 80 wasn't enough?
This is the essay part. I thought I better.
Okay. I think it's a nice idea, but...
It all started when I was looking for work. I really wanted to get out of the house. I wanted to get a job and make my own money and not feel so dependent on it.
You think people would laugh at me if I put that down?
Oh, no, they wouldn't laugh at you.
Yeah, try to be supportive. I did the cooking, and gosh, when she had 6 jobs in 6 months, and she kept changing and turning over and looking for a new career, I was right there for her, but I won't.
Well, I think the part about being challenged is really important. I don't want people to think I'm just looking for an easy job. I want, I want to be useful. And I know I've got a lot of skills and talents that aren't being used right now.
I had the housework done every morning by 10 o'clock. And then what? Well, I could take an hour and do the crossword puzzle. I could go to the club and play tennis. Where was the meaning in my life? There was something deep inside here that wasn't being touched.
Maybe you should list them. Take a moment, sit back, and think, what are the 3 things that are most important to you about working? And then put them right there. Put them in big, capitalize it all. Just put it right across there boldly.
You know, I was trying to be supportive, but at the same time I was a little afraid because I had taken a year off from my job so that I could help raise Bobby. And I thought that Janet was going to get a job right away and keep the house payments up, but I was real concerned because we had eaten up our savings, and yet I didn't want to bring this down on her. I didn't want to cramp her. I wanted her to be able to express herself and find herself.
So you're going in tomorrow and
Mm-hmm.
you're going to talk to Mr. Smithers directly?
Yeah, and he agrees that my lack of experience is a real asset. He says that what the company needs is fresh eyes. And he said that he felt that based on the part-time jobs I'd had over the years that I would have a lot of...
Freshness.
Yeah.
They put me in front of a computer, and I just took off. I never knew I had it in me, but I did. Now, professor at Cal, teaching computer science, and writing detective novels. It was the best choice I ever made after marrying Ed and having Bobby.
I don't want to put any more on it because, you know, like any good resume, you should be able to just kind of read it, you know, and kind of get the picture. And, you know, I've got my self-esteem is laid out there. I've got that I'm a risk taker. I'm not afraid. What are you smirking at? What is
You're
that?
so cute.
Come
Come
on.
on. What do you mean?
You know, it's great now that she is getting the royalties off those books that she's written, and God knows her job is heavier than anything I ever did, but I really missed the time when I would take off a year and she would take off a year, and when we had Bobby when he was young, because we were still working towards something at that time. Now that we've got it, I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess we're successful, but I know it's not as much fun as it was.
You know what?
What?
We should toast this.
Life isn't as much fun as it was when everything was before me.
Good idea.
You know, there still could be a few challenges in life. If you got back into life, you know, maybe there's a surprise or two, and Bobby brings his kids over once in a while, and maybe there's something we can do with them. What do you think?
I think we should take a year off.
And raise each other?
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that brief commercial interruption. And now we're back with our program. And tonight we have the world's expert on the matter of satisfaction, why we can't get any, and what happened to it. One of the people we have on our panel this evening is Mr. Morton Buchanan. He's here with his entire book, plugging it, and also he's willing to tell you he's Dr. Morton Buchanan. And those are his books, in fact, yes. May I talk to you, Dr. Canano, or
You
Morton?
can call me Mort. Whatever satisfies you, you can call me. I'm not here to make any waves for you folks. Just relax and be satisfied.
Okay, well, why aren't people happy?
Because their expectations are much too high. You know, they come out of the birth canal, splash, boom, lights, you're a star. 2 or 3 years, you're whoopee, you get chocolate, you're sucking on a woman's breast, you know, you think, this is great! Somebody says, look it, you gotta cut off your hair, go to school. What's an ABC? Right away you're depressed. If you ask people, I would say probably 80 or 90 people out of 100 here in the audience, what they would most like would be a chocolate bar and suck on a woman's breast. It always makes me happy. Very simple.
Excuse me, we're going to have to bleep those kind of remarks.
No problem, whatever satisfies you.
I'm sure, I can hear the audience, I know they're just trembling with questions they would like to ask the master of satisfaction. Yourself,
No problem.
Can we throw something his way? First question.
What do we...
Who needs chocolate?
Who needs chocolate?
That sounds like a statement to me.
It sounds like a song title.
Yeah. I heard a beginning of the question.
What do women
What do
want?
women want?
What do women want? Women want to be appreciated. They want to be, they want to be cuddled once in a while. They want a bunch of flowers, you know, and sometimes they like to put on a helmet and grab a gun and go out there and shoot a Russian or two. Not all cookies in the kitchen, and once in a while they want to get out and wrestle an alligator to the ground and kick its ass and hold it up and say, I did this. Same thing men want.
My business partner is not pulling his own weight.
Yeah, that's tough. Thanks for sharing. What can I
I want you to know the doctor does have a 3-point program for complete and utter total happiness.
Yeah.
And I wonder if you could quickly outline what those...
No problem. It's very, very simple. First of all, relax. You know, don't be so tense. Don't be rushing around so much. Relax, okay? And then open up your eyes. look around you, because what could be better than like grass, you know, or water? Woo! Water is wonderful. You know? Third thing, learn to communicate to people. Don't say, hello, how are you? I'm fine, goodbye. Without listening, you look at them and say, how are you? When they tell you, you really listen to what they're saying, and you tell them how you are. Some days good, some days bad, but really be honest with people. And it's total satisfaction.
I have to be honest with you, Doctor. I've heard this same psychobabble for many years.
Yes.
How is this any different from Stop and Smell the Roses and Be Your Own Best Friend?
It's all the same. But I gotta make a buck, you know?
With regards to satisfaction, would somebody give me a suggestion of a situation that seemed impossible to get any kind of satisfaction?
Being arrested.
Like being arrested. That would too. Being arrested. Thank you.
Pull that chair out, sit down. I don't want any more shit out of you. Pull that chair out. Okay, give me your name. Finkel? Is it Finkel? Is it F-I?
Do I get a phone call?
Do you hear a bell ringing? Two bits, use the phone right there.
Mamma mia, you got my son! Antonio,
I called him.
Antonio! What are you doing here?
Mom, it's not my fault, okay? I couldn't have been doing more than 80 or so.
160.
You tell him! You tell him! My son!
I don't want to talk to him. You talk to him. He's not a nice man, okay?
It was the school zone. There were kids in that crosswalk. They were like confetti up in the air. Hit all of them.
My son would not do that, mister. You listen to him. Tell him, Antonio.
I'm not talking anymore, Mom. We talked all the way here. He didn't listen to a thing I said. He didn't look at the money even, okay?
You need more money.
I think it's a function of quantity. I don't look at that little bit of money. I could be, my eyes would improve possibly if we could up the ante, so to speak.
We didn't have enough money.
Here.
I can't see that.
You didn't see it.
I can't see that, and it's not enough to see, and I need some help here. My eyes are getting better, but I still am having a little problem seeing your son's innocence.
There's a B of A teller down the way. Could I just run out?
Oh, sure. Well, why don't you go to Chicago, maybe borrow some money from an uncle? Sit over here. You're under arrest. Here, you hold this. Maybe the church could use that. You buy one Eucharist or something. How much? Can I have your name, please?
Don't say anything. I am his lawyer.
You know, this is charming, and it's very folksy, and you know that smell of garlic, it adds a real old world flavor to your whole life, but you can't be your son's lawyer, because you're his mother. It's a law in this state.
I am a lawyer. I know the laws in this state. You are full of it.
You look like a person who bakes or something all day, and I think you should stick to that. The law is for personal lawyers. Melvin Belli, I don't get it.
Mom, he's a bigot. He's been that way ever since he stopped me, okay?
He
He said it would have been okay to hit the black ones.
Getting a little nasty down here.
Oh, you didn't say that?
On top of running into people now, we're slurring with an officer of the law. Just give me your name.
Please, please. He doesn't need another thing on his record.
Oh.
Remember the good times you had together in grammar school. You were best friends.
You put gum on the back of my shirt every day in grammar school.
Is that still pissing you
I
off?
put a thumb in it once. I said, look, your sister's in a hall. I went out there, I came back, I sat down, I got such an ouchie.
That
Put a
was
thumbtack
because
in it.
I
he
thought we
loved you.
talked that out a long time ago.
Puppy lovey. That's nonsense. He always copied from me in tests. He did. He used to put smelly things in my locker. He was just a real cocker to the whole of the school. And now I caught him, and he's killed people, and he's going to jail, and I'm happy.
Mom, you know that thing how he could stay out longer than I could and later at night and stuff? It's gone to his head, okay?
Don't pull that shit.
He's always been my bigger brother, and he's always
He used to
gonna
come
be.
into my room. He would take my ball glove. I'm sick of this shit. I've had this shit. Now I've got it dead to rights. You know, when I was younger, I couldn't say, lock him up. He took my flips. But now I got him because he ran through that crosswalk.
That's it.
Give me
Give
your
me
name.
back for the gum, for the
Tell
tack,
me,
all that,
tell me.
right? That's really important to you? Like, this is it?
Yeah.
Tell me if you did that.
I did the gum, I did the tack.
No, no, tell me if you did the crosswalk.
Yeah, I drove through the crosswalk.
Sit down. Okay.
It happens, Rosalie. This has never happened to me.
I know.
So if you want me to go home now, I can go home.
I don't have a problem with this.
I think that was evident.
I didn't mean that. You misunderstood totally what I said.
Well, you didn't have to say anything. I mean, it was in your eyes. I'm just not sure where this is meant to be.
You never really listened to me. You know that?
It's never meant to be.
I was the one whose lips formed the words. Maybe later. You were the one whose ears heard that I don't love you anymore, that I never did love you, that all I wanted you for was your performance in bed. My lips said, maybe later. Never mind.
It's the same thing.
No. Absolutely not.
Anytime anybody else has ever said to me, maybe later, I never saw them again.
But I said that last week, and I've been around all week.
Uh-huh. Well, you're just waiting for my death rattle, that's all. I don't know. I just, maybe...
Maybe we should see somebody. We talked about seeing a counselor. I don't think that this is a sexual problem. I think we've got a communications problem.
Yeah. Definitely there's a lack of communication. But it's between me and my body. It's not between you and me.
Well, no, that's there too. On Wednesday, I nuzzled up into your neck and I said, I love you, the smell of your cologne. And do you remember what your response was?
Yeah,
Huh? That had nothing to do with what I said.
I know. trying to cover up.
What are you hiding from me?
I don't know.
I don't care.
I'm crazy about you.
I'm crazy about you. Let's just hang out. Let's just go on a picnic. Let's just play cards. Let's just stop trying to make everything so important. Let's just be people who listen to each other. Later.
Tell me a bedtime story. Quick, quick.
What's a job you had that you weren't very satisfied with?
Dry cleaner.
A dry cleaner, thank you.
Ma'am. My tag. Excuse me. Do you want my money? Thank you.
What's his name?
You wrote it, okay? It's Anderson. No, it's the ones next to him. The plaids.
I'm afraid we couldn't get all the grease out of this, sir.
All the grease. Could you have at least gotten some of it out?
Royal cloak maker! I say the royal cloak maker! Excuse me, His Majesty is coming down the hall and he needs his new cloak, and you must have it ready for him. He is so proud. He's going to the coronation of his son today.
Oh, yes. It's beautiful.
As I knew it would be.
It's velveted. Fur and ermine, you know.
I think he comes now. It's His Royal Highness King William of Wales. All bow before King William.
So, I hear you have designed the cloak for my ball.
Yes, my lord.
And she has done a quite wonderful job. She is the best, my lord.
So I've heard. Please show me your design. It reeks of elegance.
Oh, Your Majesty, you have excellent taste, sire. Excellent taste.
It took 14 wolves, my lord, to make this.
How much did you pay them?
Your Majesty. Quite regal and very, very manly, Your Majesty.
Well done, sir. Well done, sir. Well, my lord?
You declare the king's cloakmaker to time eternal. I will give you the mother-in-law next to my castle. You can live there rent-free for as long as your days.
Your Majesty is much too generous.
Not only that, but you may have all the wolves in the kingdom.
Oh, Majesty.
And you may marry the
Prince, Your Majesty.
the prince of your choice.
Your Majesty is all wise and all just and all-knowing, sire.
Yes, I know.
Oh, it's done so well. Your Majesty is very, very pleased.
We haven't even washed this. I don't own a cat and this thing's covered with cat fur. Look, I come in here, I pay good money to have this stuff done. You're not even trying. God, come on. Is that too much to ask to have my clothes cleaned in here?
That'll be $5.
You gotta be kidding, it's still dirty.
That, lords and ladies, was Flash Family's look at satisfaction. Thank you so much.
For our next piece, what we need from you is a simple activity that a couple of people might perform. Playing cards, I heard first. Playing cards.
Put it by the window. Did you get the chips, Marge?
I got the chips and I got the beer.
Now we're ready.
Freeze! Just to make sure that this is the scene that you requested in the audience, can we see that one more time, please?
Put it over here by the window. Did you get the chips, Marge? There we
I have the chips and I have the beer.
Now we're ready.
Freeze! Actually, that looked pretty good, but I think I could tell better if I could maybe see it in slow motion.
I have the chips and I have the beer.
Now we're ready.
There are many different styles that we've seen in movies and TV. What's a movie style, please?
Charlie Chaplin.
A Charlie Chaplin. Have we seen a Charlie Chaplin style? So from someplace in the back, somebody who hasn't given a suggestion yet tonight.
Cecil B. DeMille.
Cecil B. DeMille. Thank you very much. Cecil B. DeMille.
Put your dining table by my panoramic view.
Dost thou have the tokens, Sir Margaret?
Oh, I have the chips from the Red Sea. And the beer from Sodom and Gomorrah.
Now thy pageant is prepared.
Freeze! Somebody over here, another movie stuff.
Sam Peckinpah.
Sam.
Let's put it over here by the heat of the sun.
Did you get the damn chips, Miss Kitty?
She couldn't have gotten the chips. I bought the chips, my saddlebag, and the beer has come all the way from Tascosa.
What I need now is from someone who's got a smirk on their face. Something that comes to mind immediately when you think joyful. That's more than smirk. Jiminy Cricket it is. I got many a friend. Some of them live in a thicket. I got many a friend. Some live in a thicket. But my best friend is Jiminy Cricket.
Well, my grandparents, they came from Sweden town. And the way they mangled the language, you couldn't tell what they were putting down. Because every night before he went to bed, he'd say, Jiminy Cricket, I hope I wake up.
I was out walking in a big old thicket. And I saw a flower and I stepped over to pick it. I heard a little scream and I looked under my shoe. Jiminy Cricket. Well, when I feel bad, I feel very, very, very bad. Too bad. And when I feel good, it passes very quickly too. Oh, very quickly. What I need in my life is a Jiminy Cricket to keep me straight and true.
Jiminy Cricket is a real good friend of mine. He knows I like to have a good time. So when I go into my neighborhood bar. He's never too far behind. He likes to sit up on my shoulder sometimes. He'll wear a blindfold for me. I can do what I want. Jiminy Cricket says you can hit it, you can throw the shot, or you can butt.
Jiminy Cricket is a very good friend of mine. I'm telling you, Jiminy Cricket is a very good friend of mine. Tell me true, he does that when I go out from he's there for me. He's there for me.
Thank you. That's our show for this evening. We've done one more. We start at the beginning. We've got 3 more in this particular run. So if you know anybody who might enjoy this kind of thing, you might want to tell them that they have 3 more weeks. Or if you want to come back yourself, we'll be here. And hopefully you'll have just as good a time as you had tonight, if not better. And we'd like to thank some of the people that made the evening go very well for us, better than my mouth is serving me right now. And we'd like to thank, first of all, the man that had total control over everything we did on lights, Mr. Scott Keck. And a man you said hello to at various points of the evening, but let's give him a big round for the whole show, Mr. Dan Reich.